The remakes have been put on hold, but will it be worth it? It's now we're going to dive in and have a look at the brand new original Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Gaming. We all enjoy some Resident Evil remakes. Who cannot like Resident Evil 2 the remake? Who cannot like Resident Evil 4 the remake? Hell, Resident Evil 3 the remake, it got some stick, but I still enjoyed it. And it was great seeing those games that you played years and years and years ago, especially 2 and 3. I think 4 it still holds up today, but 2 and 3, looking back at it, yeah, they weren't maybe great. Graphics were poor, gameplay, dynamics wasn't great, but with the new controls, the new functions, I think the remakes did a really good job. But yeah, now we're going to get some new original Resident Evil 9 Requiem content here. So we're going to dive into this trailer, just have a look at it. Would I prefer a remake of Resident Evil 1 before this? I believe this comes out in February 2026. I mean, probably. I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. I love Resident Evil 1. I also hear they're potentially doing a Resident Evil 0 remake, which I think would be great. You could definitely implement co-op. Back in the day, you used to be able to control both players, but I think now they could probably make that a two-player game, a co-op game, and that would be great. But with that said, let's get into this trailer and let's have a look at it.
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Alright, so I think that we're getting new characters. I don't think these are characters that we've seen in the Resident Evil series. Now, I'm not too familiar with Resident Evil 8 at all, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recognise these faces. Kind of going into this hoping to see Leon or, or Chris or Jill, but no, we don't have that right here, or Claire, or any of them, or Ada, or something like that. But yeah, I'm not too sure who these new characters are.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Grace.
Alright, so I mean the graphics look great, cannot complain at all, but it just doesn't really feel like Resident Evil to me, and I know we're only seeing a little tiny bit of the trailer, but I don't know, just looking at the models and the scenery and the settings and it's giving me more Silent Hill vibes, and I don't know if anyone else feels that, but it's giving me, it feels more Silent Hill than Resident Evil to me. If I didn't know what I was doing here, if I just seen this trailer, if I seen like the first minute of this trailer and I didn't know what I was watching, I would assume this was Silent Hill. If I was given a 50-50 choice between the two, if you said, here, is this trailer Silent Hill or Resident Evil? I would have probably leaned towards Silent Hill. It seems more Silent Hill-ish to me, but yeah, so far, it doesn't look bad.
Stay close to me.
I'm coming!
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
Alright, so again, we're not really seeing much. They're kind of going with the, I don't know, the more psychological, maybe, spooky element. We haven't actually seen any zombies yet, so I haven't seen any undead, so.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite unique.
Alright, this might be the Spencer mansion, actually. I'm not too sure, based on the layout there. I mean, it could be. which would be very interesting if it is the Spencer Mansion, but I don't think it is.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
I'm scared.
Grace. They're coming.
I also noticed they're going with like, well, the gameplay at least seems to be a first-person view, which I'm not a big fan of. I personally prefer the third-person view, or at least the like. I mean, I guess over the shoulder is also third person, but I kind of like the Resident Evil 4 camera, 3 camera, the 2 camera in the remakes. I kind of like that over the shoulder type of camera angle rather than the first person. So yeah, this does look more like Resident Evil 7 to me, where I don't know if Resident Evil 8 was similar to that or whatnot, but it seems to be first person, and I'm just not a fan of that. And yeah, it definitely looks more like Resident Evil 7 than it does anything like the Resident Evils before that.
There's no escaping your destiny.
That was a pretty big ass gun though, I will say that. But anyway guys, there you go. There is your Resident Evil 9 trailer. February 27, 2026. So yeah, look, of course, I'll buy it. I'm a Resident Evil fan. I'm going to get the game for sure. I actually did buy it and I just never got around to playing it. And yeah, maybe that's a mistake on my behalf. Maybe I should get around to playing Resident Evil 8. But yeah, Resident Evil 9, I mean, it looks okay. The trailer didn't really give too much away. It was kind of just, a lot of it was in the dark and not really showing anything, to be fair. But I guess they want to keep some stuff up their sleeves, so that makes sense. Anyway guys, listen to what you think down below. Resident Evil 9, I do enjoy the Resident Evil games, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd be a bit more excited for a Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 0 remake, but there's still a lot of time for us to get that, so yeah. Anyway guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.